Soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little, education, soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, education, you know. Uninspired and tired is a bad combination, and I'm sad to say that's a dark situation. But I'm thinking of you, so I'm glad to say I wrote a letter on behalf of how I feel today. 7 a.m. in the morning, ain't been to sleep. It's been a night type long and the rough type week. I'm meditating my life on the whole, wondering the where, when, how, ifs I can gain control. It's like a spin of the wheel of a roller to die. They say that you can be a winner at the game of life, but I know the house don't play to lose, so you better know the math, how to make the moves. I'm a student of the study, how to proper pursue a broad portion of the profits produced, paying my dues. So I follow the lolly and avoid the fools, but this is trial by fire, so you must stay cool. One rule, envy is a powerful tool. It's like it's fine all times, everything you do. That way, when the idiots here get act cool, you can crack those crabs and continue to move. You know, 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. All night ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you remember back to the splendorous times when we bitch for the pretty penny nickel a dime. When the world seemed crooked and the gutter was fine. When it was good hood living and the peace of mind. Now that's over. Life will make a grown man sober, head aching, hanging over, feeling funny inside. We never knew the world on a bogus design to keep a brother buried deep, broken down and blind. Better still, man, is ill when you look to find. There's a chance to advance, most heads to die. A dream and a slice of the proverbial pie. We will remain to reside in the ghetto of pride. Ignorance is goodness and these days provide plenty of it to keep a poor man pacified. I try to put him on the business and knowledge applied, but that's a pickle of a deal that's sour inside. But 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you really live. Man, so many guys that I grew with died, resorted to doing crime and turned doing the time. I can hardly better speak to childhood friends and trying to re-exchange features. A fella falling the wayside, that's ill. But then it keeps a brother on real road, mentally locked and loaded, ready to deal with any form of friction. You can fathom the real in a world that real drama and violence that kill. It bust from dawn to dusk and aim to kill. There's a lot of souls shook and afraid for real. So instead turn their heads up, tail and chill, in the hopes not to cope, but that's whack. See, you and I are like a different breed, and we bring to the balance such a desperate need. The eagerness to elevate and evolve the scene. A better space, a better time indeed. Sincerely.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. And if you can hear my voice, welcome back to Nathan Ivey Online. What's up, family? Yeah, this is day 3 as we take steps forward into something brand new. And good morning to you. Welcome back. Today is February 10th, 2016, and it is a beautiful but very cold day in the city of Cincinnati. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that the meteorologists were predicting, 3 to 4 inches, 3 to 5 inches. As I look outside my window, I don't see it, but we'll wait and see. Will CPS close down today because of the impending and foretold snowpocalypse? You know, in the city of Cincinnati, 2 inches is a snowpocalypse for us. It just complete gridlock. It shuts everything down. But, and you know, for folks in their 40s, late 30s, 50s, 60s, I mean, older than that, you must think that today's generation is very soft, very soft. Because by your standard, it didn't matter. It wouldn't have to be a blizzard. Like, it would have had to have been reported that other children had frozen to death before they would close down school. At least that's what the old timers tell us. Again, good morning. Welcome back. I got to be honest with you. I'm quite humbled and amazed at the incredible response that this endeavor has already garnered. I did know that I have support out there. And, you know, I think it's just time for Cincinnati. You know, this is a wake-up call for Cincinnati. It's time for Cincinnatians to reclaim their power, right? To realize that there is hope, to realize that you can take the path less traveled, so to speak. But again, good morning. Today is February 10th, 2016, and there's numerous things to talk about. And I want to talk about everything with you. If you want to connect with me, like in terms of text messaging, all you got to do, if you're listening on NathanIvey.com, I'm going to assume that you are, or perhaps on my page on the Spreaker Network, well, then it's quite obvious to you how you might be able to interact with the show. You can text me your thoughts. Already people have done so. What's up, John? Tracy from Cincinnati already checking in. And I really appreciate you. I can tell that some folks, she says some people are soft. I can tell that I can even tell where you are listening from, whether you're the Spreaker Network, whether you're on an Android or an iPhone. And that's all great information for someone in my position with an endeavor like this to have. I want to say a shout out to a lot of special people out there that are listening this morning that are 100 and now 1,000% behind me in what we are doing. And I want to say I really appreciate you. I'm on everything. This is a multimedia endeavor. Like I told you, we're going to make Black history during Black History Month. No one has ever done anything like this before in the city of Cincinnati. Like I told you before, man, at the very least, what I'm hoping is that this will inspire or ignite the next generation, the next Nathan Ivey who might be out there, the next ill cat with a flow, male or female, to realize and harness the power that's available to you. If you want to connect with me again at this point, the best way to do so is you can send me a text message. A lot of folks are saying, Nate, we want to talk, we want to interact, and I agree with you. That is an element that I can completely admit that is missing from the show to this point. But, you know, my flow is so sharp. I think our connection's so tight, and there's so many things that are going on that just work with me until I get to where I am trying to be. I've got a few things in mind, and I'm not going to compromise until I get exactly what I want. We do too much damn compromising. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what I want. I know exactly how I want it to look, and I know exactly how I want it to sound. And I will not stop until I get there. And hopefully you'll be around along the way for the ride. Yesterday, there was some big wins in New Hampshire. Let me start there. I'm not going to bore you to death with that because outside of what's happening with Donald Trump, I don't really care. I don't really care. I mean, Donald Trump is the most interesting thing coming from the political side or of the world, so to speak, should I say. He is by far the most entertaining thing going on, far more entertaining than what's happening with the Democrats. What is a socialist Democrat? What a Democrat socialist? What the hell is that? What does that mean exactly? And listen, if anybody's expecting Hillary Clinton to be anything that she's already been, then you are absolutely out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Look at Obama. All of the promise, all of the pledges, it was hope. And that's what distinguished him from Hillary Clinton 8 years ago. But what we really got is something more close to what Hillary Clinton was offering back then and now. There's very little difference. Speaking of Donald Trump, this guy's always great for sound bites. He was in New Hampshire yesterday, and this is just a little bit of his acceptance, well, not acceptance, but his acknowledgement to the crowd after a big win in New Hampshire. Check this out.
We are going to make America great again. You know, we learned a lot about ground games in 1 week, I have to tell you that. So, New Hampshire, I want to thank you. We love you. We're going to be back a lot. We're not going to forget you. You started it. Remember, you started it.
Yeah, you started it.
We
Remember.
are going to make our country so strong. We are going to start winning again. We don't win anymore. As a country, we don't win on trade. We don't win with the military. We can't beat ISIS. We don't win with anything. We are going to start winning again, and we're going to win so much. You are going to be so happy. We are going to make America so great again, maybe greater than ever before. I love you all. Thank you, New Hampshire. Thank you. Thank you, New Hampshire. Thank you. We are going now to South Carolina. We're going to win in South Carolina. I love you all. Thank you very much.
I love Trump's clips. I do. There's just something about his mannerisms, his voice. I mean, you can really tell that he don't give a damn. It's just something refreshing about that. I must be honest with you. And maybe refreshing is the wrong word. Maybe it's just something, no, I think refreshing is the right word. I mean, he's a billionaire who's funding his own campaign. What does that mean? Think about that. That means he has independence in his voice, independence in his thought. There's no one who is whispering into his ear. He doesn't have to waste his time going to any campaign rallies and begging wealthy folks to give them money. He is his own super PAC. I mean, Donald Trump in and of himself speaks to everything that's good and wrong with the political system in one fell swoop. But that was interesting. I'll tell you all about the man that got body slammed by Rubio supporters in just a second. That's right. I'm going to tell you if you ever want to get body slammed at like a political rally, I'm going to tell you how you do that in just a couple of minutes. Good morning. Welcome back to Nathan Ivey Online. Today's February 10th, 2016. Talking about Trump. So you heard in the clip there, man. You know, at some points, if you took off certain elements of that clip, it almost sounds like Donald Trump is, he's like an NFL team. He's like a major sports franchise. We are going to win. We are going to win. We don't win anymore. Winning. I mean, Donald Trump, and I don't know if this is something he stumbled upon. I'm not sure if this is something that was a part of his plan, whether it's premeditated. I wouldn't put it past it. You got a lot of very sharp people out there that have been in the political game for a long time, and they understand human communication. But think about his message. It's so damn simple. We're going to win. And after hours, thousands of hours of winning being ingrained into the American consciousness, I mean, winning is almost like its own religion because it's definitely his own political theater. Look at Donald Trump. That is amazing. That is amazing. So he wins New Hampshire. Bernie Sanders, he's a big winner in New Hampshire. But I got to tell you, after listening to the vote after speech, the concession speech by Hillary Clinton, I mean, she really, hey, you see the politician in her. She was able to take that money, that moment, right? Her losing to Bernie Sanders, and somehow take that and rally the troops. I mean, it was something. And I'm sure that people who were there, felt goosebumps because I could feel it. She starts talking about how much money they raised and how many votes they got and how many contributions and the amounts of the contributions. And before you knew it, you forgot all about Bernie Sanders winning. She's like, on to the next one, right? That's the game, folks. That's the game. Very, very interesting. What else needs to happen? What do you think about Kasich? Your governor coming in second. John Kasich coming in second. I'll say it again as I always say. No one man should have all that power. And I'm speaking of John Kasich. I don't trust the guy. And the reason why I don't trust him is because he's a little bit disingenuous. I mean, he really has never really acknowledged what the Obama administration has done for his administration here in Ohio. He won't acknowledge that. It's all about him, the smart people he's surrounding himself with. He's a friend of the black community. I haven't seen John Kasich. I ain't seen him. Speaking of seeing folks, I want to give you a heads up when we might be able to chance to get interactive on a face-to-face basis. Now, first off, let me tell you that my intentions for this show is not to remain in my studio. As I said, I put together a very nice studio in a very short time. But I want to take this show out into the streets of Cincinnati. I want to broadcast live out where things are happening. Primarily as it gets warmer, definitely look for me. I'll tell you where you can find me. I will tell you that on the 22nd, I believe the 22nd, I'll give you more information about it. On the 22nd, about 6 p.m. at a New Prospect Church, I'll be delivering a few flows about, I think they said the evolution of hip-hop, and I don't know anything about the evolution of hip-hop, but I'm going to give them my thoughts about the evolution of hip-hop and sort of challenge some assumptions. If you're into that kind of thing, step out, say what's up. I will be recording it for the podcast, which you can find at nathanivey.com, and you can find it on my Spreaker page as well. Spreaker, not speaker. Spreaker, Spreaker. All right? See, a lot of folks are checking in. Mr. Hollywood says he's checking in. Appreciate you. Daryl, listen at work. Says, glad to hear you back on the mic again, Nathan. Keena's listening. Says she's listening as well. SP Fettuccini checking in. Big Nate, early morning risers. That's right. This show is for you, for the early risers. Like I told you, if you're the kind of person that in your life everything has gone perfectly for you, like the first time you tried something, you've always been successful. If you're that kind of person, like, everything's been easy for you, you may not